it. Let's see. I see two people ask about healing technologies. Of course, in short, of course. This is a part of the human species evolution. Of course. Your own transformation that also has a quote unquote med aspect to it. A little bit more esoteric than that, but of course it's that's a part of the process. You've been here on the hell plains experiencing the most of the most, the worst of the worst, death and destruction, disease and poisons and of all kinds. So of course the medbed thing would be in the process. You have to heal. Your Christed transformation, of course, has the light chambers that are on the plains of Agartha that'll, repair the DNA, 12-strand DNA. Your original cellular configuration that has to be addressed. All that stuff has to be addressed. So yes and yes, know that that's the thing. It is, and you don't, once again, it's never been about belief. This is just something that's known deep within the heart space. You have to trust that. That's what maturing is about. Trusting these things are going to take place. Love, D. When feeling lost, we talk about that all the time too. When you don't know what to do, be still, be quiet. Sit down. The heart space always knows if you're confused and lost with the mind identity and it's always talking and so on and so forth. Rest that and go back to the heart space. If you have something specific that you want to realize, focus on cultivating your intentions. Be still. Ask those questions. Can you show me? Your guides are listening. Your angelic guides are listening. They never leave your side. They always know what's going on. In real life, you don't even have to sound the words out of your mouth or ask the question verbally. They sense your intentions. They sense the heart space. They sense the closed chakras that are driven by the worry about different aspects of your existence. They see those things. Once again, it's energetically known. It's energetically known. It's in your presence. They see the opening and closing of all of your chakras. It's in your energy field. So it's not necessary for you to articulate what you're worried about or what you feel and so on and so forth. The intelligence is there. And of course, your angelic guides are time travelers. We are time travelers. And because of that, we have the ability to serve you as your guardians. We can't guard you if we don't know what's going to happen. So us being time travelers gives us the ability to recognize what's in your probable or near future, where we can assess and come back and forth on timelines and give you the information and the guidance to assist you in moving out of the way here and shifting here and so on and so forth, so you're safe. That's the nature of an angelic guardian. We have the ability to jump timelines and see what's before you, and give you the guidance and assistances you need to avoid certain things. If we didn't have that ability, we wouldn't have the ability to serve you, to assist you, and be your angelic guardians, quote unquote. Yeah, of course, banking systems, all of the things that you recognize within are changing. You'll have the things that you need. You'll have what you need to build upon what's necessary, to include your monetary issues or things that you haven't necessarily figured out yet. Everything will be provided. All the things that you heard of are there. It's just that you have to allow those to come in beyond expectation. If anything, the idea is trust. You're always going to be provided all you need to do what you need to do. Your work is in recognizing what you need to do, what you want to do, what's the service you want to provide. And start now. Don't wait. Once again, all that, I'm going to wait till I have the money. I'm going to wait till I have followers. I'm going to wait till, all this stuff go away. Nah, beloveds, you follow your joy now. And of course, if your intent is to serve, you cultivate your service. You cultivate what you're good at, what you feel like doing, what you want to do, how you want to serve the public and whatnot. It's necessary for you to trust yourself and do the work. Know that the supply and all the things that are required for you to do what you want to do will be provided. However, you have to take the first step. You have to start now. You can't wait until you get the money or get the people or get the support or whatever to start doing what you know you came here to do. You follow your joy and you start. You take the first step. As you take the step will appear. But as a creator being, you have to swing your foot out first and change the momentum of your weight and begin to step. That's how things work. You don't wait until you get the sign or the money or the thing and then start doing it. No, you act first and allow your foot to land on the next step. Yeah, absolutely. Waiting is an illusion. Waiting is to get caught in the linear illusion. Well, I'm going to wait till things change before I start. Who you waiting on? Who are you waiting on? What do you mean I'm going to wait until I get this and get that before I start? No, beloved, as a creator being, you start because you are the creator. Once you start, then creation begins. Once you start, life is not, you're not waiting on life or waiting on something to happen. No, life is waiting on you. Life is waiting on you to start. Life is waiting on you to take the first step. Absolutely. Indiana Jones, real talk. Yeah, once again, you think about money. And the thing is that is a very constricted form of supply. When I first started making music, right? I didn't know how to put the equipment together or none of the knobs and buttons, and I'm not an engineer. I never recorded myself before, but the thing is I wanted to start. I wanted to rap, and I was like, well, how can I record myself? Because I'd always gone to studios, and I was like, I'm paying too much money to engineers at the studio, and I want to rap. I want to make my songs and stuff. I went to the basement, and I had a box down there from my old house. And I found some speakers in the suitcase and some mic cords. It's like, okay, some of the stuff is here. I don't know how to use it. I don't know what this stuff do, but let me bring it upstairs. And once again, I reflect on the experiences because it was almost like some never-ending story type mess, because it was almost like I had the pieces to the puzzle. I just needed to start. I just needed to have the conviction to start looking around me and figure out, what do I have? Like, what stuff do I have to be able to try to start doing this stuff? And I, once again, went to the basement and found some old equipment and wires and an old microphone and, reading stuff and putting in plugs and figuring things out. And before I knew it, I was able to record myself. Like my first recording session, my mom had one of those Iowa boom boxes, the ones you can take the speakers off from the side, right? And we had the wire headphones, right? Remember the old metal wire headphones in the joint, right? And it had a mic jack in the stereo, and we were making like beat tapes, me and my brother. Like, we'd listen to the radio and we'd take old tapes that my mother didn't, or like just stuff we found, like Luther Vandross tapes and old music or whatever. And we learned how to chew up the paper and put it in the little grooves on top of the tape that basically allowed you to press record while you were using the tape. Or we could record over the tape, what was on the tape, we could record over the tape. And we figured out that we could put the headphones in the little mic jack and actually talk into the mic or the headphones, and it was a microphone. And this was just intuitive ingenuity. Like, as children, you kind of just innocent and you like looking at stuff and you don't necessarily know what to do, but you figure it out somehow, and it's all intuitive. It was like, well, how can you record over a tape that's already got something on it? Yeah, you chew a piece of paper and put them in the top, so when you press the record button, it'll let you record over the tape that's already there. And when you put the headphone jack in the mic jack, the headphones operate as a microphone, and then you can record on the tape. And of course, there's 2 tape decks, so we made a beat tape. And then we had another blank tape, and we put the blank tape and the beat tape, and then press play and press this and start speaking in the microphone, and it actually record our voice over the beat from the other tape. And then we start recording music on our own. But this was all intuitive information. There was no YouTube. There was no, we didn't have no specialists or special equipment, but our joy, the intelligence of the heart space allowed us to figure that shit out. We figured it out on our own. We didn't have YouTube videos and smart people that was into electronics and whatnot around us. We just figured it out. And then we started recording and making tapes. We wasn't trying to get rich, or we just wanted to make cool stuff and rap and show our friends when they came over the house. Yeah, we recorded on some beats. We were listening to the late night mix, and it was some dope beats. And then we recorded this part of the beat, and then rewinded it, and then recorded the beat part again to make it a beat tape where it was just the same beat over and over again. Beloved, the intuition. And a lot of times when you are deprived of conventional equipment, the infinite intelligence of the heart space will just figure things out. It'll just figure it out. And then you could do it. And the same thing applied when I began to record music as an adult in my home. I found some music equipment in the basement and figured out how to hook it up. And it was like, well, I don't know how to work none of this studio equipment or Pro Tools or none of this stuff, but let me figure it out. And I did. If you want to do it bad enough, it's like, well, I don't work no more, so I got time to sit and figure things out and put electronics together, because the desire to want to record music and rap was there. And if there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. It wasn't about the mind identities, blockages, and preconceived prerequisites to do something. It's like, well, I don't have the money to do it now. I don't have the money. I need to wait till I get the money. No, beloved, if you want to do it bad enough, you'll figure it out, because you always have what you need to do what you need to do. You always have what you need to do what you need to do. It only requires the intelligence within to put the pieces to the puzzle together. That's all. It only requires the intelligence of the heart space to put the pieces to the puzzle together. It's around you. It's in your environment. If life is perfect and this is your design, then you have what you need around you to start. You have what you need around you to start. Even if it's just a piece of paper. Like, I want to do this, but I don't have the money to buy this and buy that and such and such and such. And it's like, well, hold, look, you know what? Just be still. Take a piece of paper out and a pencil and start to write down what you would need, what you want to do. Write down a list. Okay, number 1, I need this. Number 2, I would probably want to have this. Number 3, I need this. Number 4, I probably can start doing this now. Let me get prepared. Because a lot of times it's more so preparation. If you wanted to do something and you don't clearly see the equipment or resources around you to start, as a creator being, of course, let me pick up a pen and a piece of paper and start writing these things down. What I need, what I want to do. And if I don't have the equipment, there's something else I need to do to get to that point. Or I can do this first. Well, I don't have the money to buy big equipment and whatnot. Well, let me write down the list and figure out what I need to do, or what would be an ideal situation for me to be able to do that. What do you want to do? If you don't have the stuff or the money, sit down and start writing. Dump all of this stuff that's in your head about what you're trying to do on a piece of paper so you can see it. This is magical. This is how you manifest as a creator being. But the thing is You have to know that what you have right now is exactly what you need right now. You got what you need. But the thing is it's hard to start because we allow analysis to stall us from beginning to take proactive active steps or look around the house, ask people, figure things out. What supplies do I have? Do I have at least one piece of equipment that I need to do what I need to do? At least I can start there. Versus, well, I don't have the money, so what I'm supposed to do? I don't have the money. I don't have the money. Beloved, this is your design. If it's truly something that you feel deep inside of yourself that you wanted to do, that you want to do, you would ground yourself first and foremost. Ground yourself, sit down and be still. God, this is what I want to do. Show me the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Let me figure this thing out. Show me what I need. And if that's not enough, then pick up a pen and piece of paper and draw out what you want and what you need to do what you want to do. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. The only person that's stopping you from doing that is you. And if you feel like that's how it works, or you kind of holding on to that excuse in order to not start, then you really don't want to do it. You really don't want to do it. If you really want to do something, you would start with anything you have around you. Go to the thrift store and figure some shit out. Like, no, once again, if I wanted to make clothes, I would go to the thrift store and find some fabrics that I like and start cutting out shit. Yeah, of course, you got Chat GPT and stuff like that to help. But once again, at the very bare minimum, your own creativity allows you to look around and see what works. What works that's around me right now, so at least I can get started on something. Because the thing is as a creator being, it's up to you to make the first step. You have to make the first step to get the momentum going. Once you start, you'll realize or recognize life starting to help you. Because the energy you put out, it always comes back. So once you take that first step with intention, life is going to respond to your actions. It's going to respond to your intentions. It's going to respond to you looking around the house for whatever equipment you have, looking around town, asking the questions of the people around you. What do you think? Do you know where I can get stuff like this? So where would I start? What do I need to do this stuff? Have you recorded music before? What do you need to record a song at home? What do you need to start doing this? And these are the questions. This is real intention. When your conviction and intentions are deep, you don't have no damn excuses. Well, I don't got this and I don't got... No, beloved, you start with what you have. That's why it's called alchemy. It's an alchemical process. You start with what you have. And no, we was broke young, so when you have a bunch of stuff around the house,